This video contains Clue 1 spoilers, so if you have not completed Clue 1 and would not like to see spoilers, please come back to this video after you have completed Clue 1. Hi, I'm Andrew, and welcome to the Neon Knitter. So, this video is all about Clue 1 for the Westknits Surprise Sock Along. So, before I get into that, you might notice my backdrop is different. I finally got my room clean enough that I can actually use it as a backdrop, and so this is where a good chunk of my stash is located. So, this is a good chunk of my stash. I got more stash in here. I've got all my project bags here. I got more stash here, and these two bobbins were from some Premier bobbins that I got. This is more stash. These are all my knitting books. Not all of them. My Stephen West books aren't here, but, and this is not all my stash. I have more in the other room. But, I don't know if my backdrop's going to stay this way or if I'm going to change it, but I think it's better than the landing on the stairs, so, yeah. Anyways, that's not what you came here for. I just thought I'd point out why the background is different, because I'm finally getting to cleaning things up. So, yeah. So anyways, you guys are all here, and I already put a spoiler alert at the beginning of the video, so again, if you didn't see that, spoiler, but you probably saw that. Here is Clue 1. Yep, I'm all done with Clue 1, so, and if you want to know about my yarns, I have an intro video for this series. So, alright. Here is kind of a little bit of a moment where I went and realized I had made a mistake. This is about the only time in my entire knitting life that I have ever made a mistake I didn't have to rip out. So, my thoughts were that because Steven is knitting the right sock in the videos, my thoughts were, okay, I might as well start with the right sock and then do the left sock later. And I can't do them both at the same time for two reasons. Reason number one is I can't just pop over to my local yarn store and get needles, because I knit with the collage square needles, and if I knit one sock on square needles and one sock on round needles, that might be kind of weird. So they might end up different from each other. And that is, of course, not what I want. Also, I would have to split my yellow skein in half. If you guys watched my intro video, you will know that my red yarn was 250-gram skeins. So, yeah. So I'm going to be knitting the second sock in August. At least that's my plan. I might cast it on right when I'm done with Clue 4. But yeah. Anyways, the mistake I made was with the right sock, and, you know, I've never seen this with ribbing before, but 1x1 rib, 2x2 rib. It's always knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, or knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, or whatever. The knits always come first in ribbing. So, I, of course, did knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, like I had just automatically assumed it was when I saw it was 2x2 rib. That was not correct. The 2x2 rib was actually purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2. And a lot of people made that mistake because I commented on some Facebook groups saying that, oh, I made this mistake. And a lot of people were like, oh, I made that same mistake and I just knit 2 extra stitches and now I'm good. I didn't want to knit 2 extra stitches and then have my end around be where the purls would be. Basically, if I knit 2 extra stitches, the end of my round would line up with the knits and purls where they're supposed to be, but those 2 extra stitches would be 1 extra round, if you know what I mean. So I wasn't comfortable doing that, and so if both of the socks were like that, I probably would have ripped the ribbing back and started over. But I didn't have to because the left sock and the right sock are mirrored from each other, and so the left sock actually does start the ribbing knit 1, or knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. So instead of knitting the right sock first, I'm actually knitting the left one first because of that mistake I made. So, yeah. It's a simple mistake, and I'll know not to do it on the right one because, you know, it's just weird that I made a mistake on the right one, but it ended up being correct for the left one, if you know what I mean. So, but anyways, so yeah, that is clue 1 done on the left sock, and I hope to get the right one done soon. I did just order my very first set of sock blockers. They haven't arrived yet because I just ordered them this morning, so be on the lookout for that in future videos. I've only really purchased them for photo purposes, because really the best way to block a sock is on your foot. So, yeah. But anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, but that is clue 1 complete on the left sock. And yeah, so I'm Andrew. Thank you for checking in here at the Neon Knitter, and I will see you in the next video.